Oh, I'm very proud of what my dad did and who he was. Like, I take no disrespect when people talk about like anything like that. Like, I think my dad's a hero in my eyes, and like I strive to be a lot like him because I really think he was a great person. He did a lot of great things.
Watching him grow up, you know, under the circumstances that he did it's pretty tough.
I've known the Adkins family for a while. Garrett's dad was serving in Afghanistan and paid the ultimate sacrifice. But Garrett and his siblings, he's got 4 siblings, and his mother lost their dad and husband.
They go through the same type of emotions that anyone would go through if they lost a parent. It's just, I think, the likelihood of that happening to a military brat, especially today, is much more possible.
Chuck didn't have any reservations about what he was doing. I think he knew what the risks were. I think he went to work, and when he deployed, I mean, I don't think anybody enjoys deployment, but I think they know they got a job to do. And his approach, he was a professional. He represented his family and his country well, and I'm proud to say that I knew him.
We need to be aware that they are going through that, and it's hard to do if you haven't been through it. But I think this school system has implemented some policies and practices that really look out for the kids. You know, they don't just wash their hands and let the kids go home.
After my dad passed away, I had trouble just like admitting to myself that it happened, but like a great outlet for me was football. Like, it was a way for me to get out any anger I had and like, I don't know, like push myself.
No matter what the sport is, when you're practicing or when you're playing that game, you have to have some sort of blinder and some sort of focus and to be able to participate and excel. And so I think athletics does that for kids. It gives them a bit of a relief.
I always remember my dad was always so happy whenever he played me football. So like whenever I play football, like I feel kind of happy thinking like he's watching me. And it's a good feeling.
Garrett as becoming a young man, has overcome obviously a lot and has been able to continue and academically be successful, athletically be successful.
He's thinking about his future and what does he want to do with his life, and it is pretty remarkable just to sit back and watch, you know, all the things that family's been through, and he just keeps plugging along, and I'm really, you know, I'm really proud of him.
Just because you're going through something really hard right now, it doesn't, like, you don't want to be mean, but like doesn't mean you can slack off. Like, you still gotta grind every day to do what you gotta do.
I think it's important for us to be there and as a support to students, and especially our military students, because it's the right thing to do. I think as educators, yes, it's our responsibility to get the standards taught and to do all those things, but at the end of the day, a student isn't going to be prepared to meet that standard academically if we haven't also tried to meet their need emotionally and love them enough that we care enough that we will work through that and do that so that they can then be academically successful.
I think he had a great impact on the person I am today, a very big impact. He'd tell us almost every day that he loved us. And sometimes you just don't understand, like when you're younger, like how much they do love you and care about you. Like, I remember 2 weeks before his last deployment, and we wanted to go boating. You're like, oh, I don't want to go boating, like well, whatever. And then like you realize now, like, that was a real good moment that like you glad you had, because you never know how much longer you have with that person. Like, if I could go back, I'd spend as much time as I could with my dad.
Hey, Garrett, he looks for the positives in life, and you know, goes out and does it. And yeah, I'm so proud of him.
There's still another day that you got to get to, and yeah, it sucks right now. And you know, it sucks to think about in the future. Like, he's not going to be there for certain moments of your life you would like him to be, but you got to think about who you have now, who you got to be there for, and who you got to help. Because there's always more than just yourself.